online. So there was sort of like a debate session we were having online. I used to put a question out there to brothers and sisters of Islam, and they used to always come back to me with an answer. And it wasn't just, one word answer, one sentence answer. It was always, in full. So at that point I was studying religion. I wanted to know pretty much everything about all the religion. The other religion which really struck me was the religion of Jewish people, because I read a lot of stories about Prophet Moses, peace be upon him. So I started studying religion. Unlike maybe a lot of other converts, it took me nearly good 4 or 5 years to finally accept the religion of Islam. I studied religion for good 4 or 5 years. At a certain point I thought, yes, I'm ready to accept Islam, but then there was always that uncertainty, I wasn't sure. And then there was another thing, that what if I'm not going to be a good Muslim? What if, if I accept Islam, but yet I won't be able to follow Islam? So there were a lot of questions coming to me. And then I thought, well, I liked the religion of Islam, but I don't like Muslim people. So what will happen? I don't want to be called Muslims. I'm a Muslim because I don't like Muslim people. So there was another brother, Brother James Butler, known as Salim. He's another Kiwi convert. I was introduced to him, and he assisted me a lot with a lot of questions, a lot of research. He gave me a lot of books. He gave me Quran to read. He was very, very wonderful, alhamdulillah. Then I met a few other sisters from Malaysia, Sister Kazi, Sister Yati. So there were a group of people who were very, very much helping me in sort of trying to answer every question I had. They were very patient with me. I'm very sure at one point they must have given up on me and thought, nah, we're wasting our time. That she will never become Muslim. One of the brothers always used to say to me, Sakina, look, if Allah wants you to become a Muslim, you will become a Muslim. If Allah is not going to choose you as one of us, you will never become Muslim. And I said, so it went on and on for a good 4 or 5 years. I think what really assured me that, no, this is the religion, is when I started watching a lot of DVDs. I was watching Brother Yusuf Estates from America, I think he is. There was another brother, he's from England somewhere, I can't quite remember his name. But the one person who absolutely amazed me and inspired me is Dr. Zakir Naik. I think he's from India. I used to watch his DVDs a lot, almost like 3 or 4 times a day. And just the way he used to talk, give a speech, the way he used to debate with people, it was just so wonderful, and he was so nice, and the way just his mannerism was just so amazing. And I thought, and it really used to excite me when he used to debate with like Hindu pundits, Christians, Jewish people, especially every time I used to watch the debate, Hinduism versus Islam debate, and I thought, yes, here this is a man who got every answer. There was for any question he always had an answer. And it wasn't just an answer, just like, we follow Islam because of there was always a depth of reasoning, why we're doing this, why we're not doing this, why this is halal, why this is haram, things like that. So Dr. Zakir Naik, he really inspired me. And then I started talking to my family, and my family thought, where is she getting all this information from? Maybe she's with the wrong group of friends. The reputation she's getting from the friends, that's not good. We must sort of take her back. So, but then they thought, well, she's very strong, and she got her, she criticizes all the time. She got her own mind. So now she will never become Muslim because she hates Islam so much. So they always knew, she won't do it. She's going through that period where she's changing and all that. One day I said to my mum, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to accept this religion. And my mum said, are you absolutely sure? I said, yes, I'm absolutely sure. Mum said, why you want to become a Muslim? Is there a boy, is there a Muslim boy in the story somewhere? What's the story? Are you wanting to marry a Muslim man? I said, no, Mum, it's not that. It's totally, it got nothing to do with my work or a guy or nothing like that. It's just what I studied, what I found out. I feel that Islam is the true religion. Islam has answered every question I had. I mean, in those debates, every time I used to send a question to them, and I used to make it very, very difficult. I used to say, make up stories, make up things, that they won't be able to answer it. Yet they always came back and they answered me. So I think finally so all my Muslim friends and the debate sessions I was having with all these people from all over the world, they sort of answered all the questions I had. And I just had no other question to ask them. So in a way I was like totally lost. And I thought, no, there is something about this religion. I'm very educated, I got a good family, I got a good job, I got everything, yet there's something missing. There was always something missing, even when I used to go to temple, do my puja and all that, I always thought, well, this is just for a show to show people that, I'm thinking of God and all that. And there was always something missing in life, always something missing, always. I thought, I got everything. Why do I feel like I'm incomplete? Why do I feel like incomplete? So from the age of 20 until 25, the 5 years in between, there was something I felt that, there was missing in my life. And I was doing a lot of traveling, I was meeting a lot of people, and everything was like going for me, yet I knew there was something incomplete in life. And at that point, I thought, no. If I know Islam is so good, Islam is the religion, why am I still not, why can't I do it? So one day I sat with a Muslim sister and I said to my sister, look, the real reason now is, what I'm thinking is, if I do become a Muslim, what if I can't do the prayer in Arabic, because I knew the importance of Salat by that point. And I said, what if I can't do 5 times prayer, because it all seemed like it's just too difficult, doing prayers 5 times a day, eating halal food, Ramadan, all those sort of things sort of like scare me. It really scared me, And then she said, Sakina, but there are so many people out there, they're doing it, and you don't have to straight away do it, you take your time. We're not expecting you to learn everything all at once. And I said, no, but still, I don't feel like I will be a good Muslim, what if I do this, what if I do that? I like going out, I like my KFC, things like that I used to say to her. She said, things will come all right, you take your time, just you do when you're ready. The other good thing I will tell you about the Muslim friends I had was they never forced me. It took me 5 years, yet they were there, the sabr was always, there. And I mean, if it was me, I would have said, okay, if you want to become a Muslim, otherwise go, just don't waste my time. So that's sort of a person I am. Yet they were always there, and I thought, nah, I have to do this. So that I converted here at Wellington Masjid. The day I came, my mother came with me, my sister came with me, and my niece came with me. I think they came to support me, but at the same time they really wanted to see if Radha will be able to do this. She might change her mind. From Lower Hutt coming to Wellington, they kept asking me over and over, are you sure, are you sure? And my dad was teasing me. My dad said, you won't be able to come and eat at our place, we'll be cooking nice food and all that. I think my mother was very concerned, because she thought, oh, my Betty won't be able to come and eat at our place, I mean, she's already so skinny, what will happen? And then she said, you'll have to eat beef and all that. I said, Mom, no, I don't have to, but if I want to, I will eat beef, It's not like you have to, just because you're a Muslim, you don't have to eat beef. The great thing about my family was, especially my mum and dad, my sisters and my brother, they were very supportive, they were very understanding. Although they didn't believe that I will be able to cope with a new religion, I will be able to cope with Islam, but they were with me all the time, and they supported me absolutely 110%.